Sup everyone, this is Elijah with Financial Anatomy, coming at you with another video to help you take control of your financial destiny. On this channel we talk about apps that involve money and real estate, and we're going to be covering the Cash App in this video. Specifically, how do you buy stock using the Cash App? So we're going to start off by opening the Cash App up, and you want to click on your balance, which is located in the bottom left hand corner. Once there's a button that says Stocks. You want to click on it, and from here you have a couple of options. If you've been following any kinds of stocks, you can scroll down and access your following list. Once there, you can just click on the stock that you want to buy. If this is not the case, you can type in the ticker symbol or the full name of the company that you would like to buy. For this example, I'm going to be buying stock in AT&T, so I'm going to type in AT&T. It pops up, and as you can see, there's a graph that shows the ups and downs over a time period of the stock. Right now it's suggested to 1 day, but I can click 1 week, 1 month, 1 year, or switch it to all time. If you scroll down, you can see various information on this stock that you can use to make an informed decision. For me personally, the biggest thing in my opinion is always going to be the dividend yield, because that's what I value most when it comes to blue chip stocks. But that's just me personally. As you continue to scroll down, you can also have access to their financials, their earnings, and some analysis opinions. And if you had any activity with this stock, you'll be able to see it at the bottom of the page. Let's scroll back up. I'm going to click on buy, and we're going to be buying $10 worth of stock. Now by default, a one-time order is selected, but you do have the option to change it. If you click on change order type, as you can see on the screen, there are different order types. If you click on auto invest, we have the option of a few different choices. A one-time order means that's the only time that you will be buying the stock. From there, if you click on daily, weekly, or every 2 weeks, however much money that you would choose to invest, Cash App will automatically invest that money into buying this stock. That means if it was daily, every day at a certain time, Cash App is going to pull from your Cash App balance and invest a certain amount of money of your choice, whether it be $10, $20, etc. Keep in mind that if auto invest is on, Cash App can pull from your bank account or from your debit card in order to fulfill the auto invest. If you don't want that, then don't select this. Going back, the other type of order is called a custom purchase order. As we read here, automatically buy AT&T if it reaches a share price you choose. Custom purchase orders can be used to buy stock if its price falls or to catch the wave if the price increases. Let's click on it. And just to give a visual demonstration, let's say if I wanted to buy AT&T when the price is $13, then I would set this, and when the price drops to $13, the amount that I want invested will automatically trigger and buy the stock. Same goes for if I wanted to raise it to $15. Of course, that's not what we're going to do here. We're going to back it up and stick with the one-time order. So let's go ahead and invest our $10. Click next. And Cash App is breaking down the dynamics of this purchase. Now, since I'm buying on a Sunday and it's not possible to buy stocks on a Sunday, this order will go through first thing in the morning at 8:30. That's why it says schedule. If you're buying stock on a day that you could buy immediately, then it would say buy now. But we're going to go ahead and click on schedule. And boom, it says your $10 of AT&T order will be placed tomorrow at 8:30. Now all that remains is to wait till tomorrow so that you can see it on the screen reflected. So I'll see you tomorrow. And there we have it. As we can see, my stocks balance has changed from $0. When I click on it, it shows the total progress of the money I have in the stock market, whether it be going up or down, which is going slightly down for today. Keep in mind that this is the total amount that I've invested in the stock market, not any one individual stock. You can look at the individual stocks by scrolling down, and where it says my investments, it'll tell you your total gain, the total amount invested, and what stocks you own, as well as the individual stocks that was mentioned before. Real quickly, let's cover how dividends work when it comes to Cash App and the stock market. We scroll down, click on AT&T. We're going to look at all the activity I've done with the stock. So when I click view all, you'll see that back in 2021, I also had some stock in AT&T on Cash App. And you see where it says earned dividends. That money is deposited into your Cash App balance. So that means that every time I got a dividend, which was 12 cents in this case, 12 cents was added to my Cash App balance. So just in case you're wondering exactly how dividends work, that's where the money goes. Unfortunately, at this time, Cash App doesn't offer some kind of DRIP program, which stands for Dividend Reinvestment Program. So that's something to take in consideration if you're going to be buying stocks using the Cash App. Now, it is important to note that in order to sell a stock, you had to own a stock. So you would have had to buy a stock at some point. If you want to know how to buy a stock, we cover that in this video. We're going to assume you already have a stock to sell. So we're going to click on stocks. And you'll be able to see the total money you have invested in the stock market and whether it's gone up or down. We're going to scroll down and you'll be able to see the stocks that you own. From there, you can pick what stock you would like to sell. We're going to go ahead and select AT&T. And as you can see, we have the option to sell the stock. We're going to click it. And from here, you can enter exactly how much of the stock you want to sell. 5 intervals that you can use. You can choose to sell it all, or you can enter the amount manually. Now, when it comes to selling a stock, you have 2 choices. As you see on the screen, it says one-time order. If you'd like to sell this stock just once this time, then you want to leave the screen as it is. However, if you want to do the second type of order, you want to click change order type. You'll then be given the option to put a custom sell order in. We're just going to read as it says. Automatically sell AT&T, or in this case, whatever stock you own, if it reaches a share price you choose. Custom sell orders can be used to help limit losses if the price of a stock drops, or to capture profits if it rises. If that's something that interests you, click on custom sell order. And from here, you just slide this line to set a share price that will trigger a sell. For instance, I can move it up, or I can move it down. We won't cover the benefits of this because I've talked about that in other videos on investing. If you have interest in information when it comes to how to invest based on your goals, you want to check this playlist out. If you don't care much for using this graph to set this up, you can also hit the calculator in the top right-hand corner and just enter something manually, which would personally be my choice because I don't really care much for the graph and moving it up and down. That's just me though. Backing out of that, we're going to go ahead and proceed with the one-time order, and I'm going to sell all the stock of AT&T that I own. I'm going to click sell all, hit next, and on this screen it just covers the fees that are associated with me selling and how much I'll get for selling it. I'm going to click on confirm. And boom, I've sold $9.94 of AT&T. I'm going to click done. So this feature is a little different from your typical savings account. We're going to get into that right now. So you want to start off by opening the Cash App up. And then you want to click on your balance in the bottom left-hand corner. Then you're going to see where it says savings. Now make sure your app is up to date because this is a new feature. If it's not up to date, this may not appear. We're going to go ahead and click on savings. And we see a few options. The first is to transfer money into the account and transfer out, but we're going to actually cover that later. Let's start off by actually setting a savings goal. So you click on set a goal, and we're just going to read, set a goal, save at your own pace, and we'll track your progress along the way. I'm going to hit continue. It's going to ask how much do you want to save. For this example, we're going to aim to save $100. Click on continue. And then it's going to allow you to pick some kind of emoji that you want to use to demonstrate what you're saving for. I actually do have a birthday coming up, so if I plan on getting myself a nice birthday present or doing some kind of party, we're going to go ahead and go with the cake icon. You can skip this if you want it though. Click set emoji. It says goal set. Your goal is now set for $100. Add cash to start saving. And of course, if you want to add money from here, you could do so. We're going to add $10. Then it's just confirming if I want to transfer money from my Cash App balance to my savings account on Cash App. If you wanted to, you could click on cash balance and pull it from whatever debit card you have on file. Gonna click on transfer. And boom, I've transferred $10 into the savings account. Next, we're gonna cover the roundups feature. So we click on roundups. It has the option to turn on roundups. For those of y'all that don't understand what roundups are, you can check this video out that goes into more details on what roundups are and how you can set roundups to actually go towards investments like the stock market and Bitcoin if you so desire. We're gonna click on turn roundups on. And it just basically explains to us every time we use our Cash App card, the roundups will be going to our savings account. I'm gonna click on done. And finally, we have the option to transfer out or transfer in. So if I wanted to transfer money out of my savings account, I would just click on transfer out. Let's say I want to transfer $5 out. I click transfer to cash balance. And it's done that. Now let's say if I wanted to transfer money in, and we're gonna actually go ahead and complete the savings goal. Click on transfer money in. Gonna select $95. It's letting me know, do I want to transfer the whole thing? I'm gonna say yes. And as we see, I've reached my savings goal, which is awesome. As of right now, the savings is just sitting in that account and I can do with it as I please. But keep in mind, if I do want to spend it, I do need to move the money from the savings account to the cash balance, and then I can use my Cash App card to spend that money, or I would need to transfer it to my bank account or to another debit card in order to spend it. Now, some questions that you may have right off the bat is, does this savings account pay any interest? At the time of this recording, it does not. It's just something that you can use to save money for a goal, but it's not going to pay any interest. So I don't recommend leaving money in here as a strategy to offset inflation, because that's not going to be what this is for. This is more so I want to save up some money for something real quick, maybe have my roundups go there, and once I hit it, go ahead and buy that thing, boom. Of course, if that changes in the future, which I think it'd be pretty cool if it did, I will put the interest rate in the pinned comments so you can see what the current interest rate would be. I don't see it really changing.
Is your fear of personal finance holding you back from going after what you want? What if I told you there was a way to get rid of your insecurities? Every person has their own way of making money, budgeting style, and a way of spending money. The key to financial success is the ability to use the right styles for you that ensure success. So rather than making you focus on avoiding your emotions, this book focuses on empowering them and using them to achieve what you want. Learn how to build and increase the income streams you desire. Understand how to budget your money in a way that you are always moving forward financially. Know how to remove the stress from spending money by knowing what works best for your personality. Learn methods to effectively evaluate a financial opportunity within minutes to see if it's right for you. The Anatomy of Financial Success, the key to building financial confidence and destroying insecurities about money. Buy now. Available in ebook, audiobook, and paperback.
Be honest though. Now for the fun part, let's get you your Cash App debit card. So click on the card icon at the bottom of the screen. This will take you here and you'll get to pick what color you want your card. You can pick black, white, even glow in the dark if you want. I'm gonna go ahead and choose black. Once you pick your card, you'll get to actually signature the card to put whatever you want in the bottom right hand corner. So anything you want to be known by, you can put there. I'm just gonna put my first and last name, and y'all can go ahead and laugh at my penmanship skills. There's a reason I'm good with tech. Once that is submitted, it's gonna ask you where do you want your debit card to be shipped to. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this off screen, but you want to put your address. Then it's gonna ask you to confirm your first and last name. I'll put that in there, hit next. It's gonna ask what your date of birth is, so enter that information and hit next. On this screen, it's telling you the details about your cash debit card, like what the monthly fee will be, which will be $0. Pretty much this card doesn't have any fees, with the exception of if you do cash out in an ATM, then it is going to take a $2 fee. But that aside, it's basically a free account. And there we go. The sign up process for your debit card has been done, and it should be shipped to you within 5 to 7 business days. In this video, we're actually going to be activating the Cash App debit card that I ordered. So as most of y'all know, you can get a free Cash App debit card you can use to spend your balance that's inside your Cash App. But first off, I actually need to get the card. So let me go ahead and take it out of its envelope. They do have a glow in the dark option, but I just prefer to use black. So we're gonna move over to the phone and show you how to exactly activate this, because as it stands, if I tried to use this, it wouldn't do anything because it's not activated. So first we want to open the Cash App up. We want to click the QR code or the scanner at the top left hand corner right here. Just give them permission to take photos, and you want to scan the QR code that is in your envelope. So here it's asking me to create a PIN. I'm obviously going to skip that because I don't want y'all to know that. But you'll be asked to create a PIN, just so you know. So have a number ready. And bam, your card is now activated. From here you can use a debit card to spend your Cash App balance. And you can also use it to get certain boosts or certain discounts based on what deals are going on. Now some of y'all may know that the Cash App has a little feature called Boost. For those of y'all that don't know what Boost is, that's just another way of saying that, hey, you'll get a discount if you use the Cash App debit card. Certain companies will give Cash App debit cards a discount based on whatever deals they've worked out on the back end. The key ingredient that you need to get this discount though is a Cash App debit card. But with that being said, let's go into the Boost function. So as you see on the screen here, you see that I got a boost or a discount for It's So Vegan, 15% discount. The way Boost works is you get that discount if you spend with a certain merchant. That was one exception where you just had to spend money using a debit card in general. I don't see that really happening on a recurring basis. That's probably something that Cash App has just for when you first spend money. So I wouldn't expect that necessarily all the time. But you can take a look at what deals they have going on inside the Cash App before you purchase anything. That way, if there's something that has a discount, like let's say somewhere you shop or Starbucks or using DoorDash, then you could potentially get a discount off of something that you were going to spend money on in the first place. So I'm going to show you exactly how to get this discount in your Cash App, and you'll see me order DoorDash and get a 10% discount. So let's get into it. So first we'll need to open the Cash App up. So we're opening the Cash App, then you'll click on the card in the bottom, that's your debit card, and you'll see that there are various boosts that are being offered, like GoPuff, Go, some of this stuff I don't even know about, Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, the PlayStation Network. I'm gonna have to do that later. But we're gonna use DoorDash for this video. So you see 10% off, it expires in 7 days, has minimum, maximum purchase, you can see there. We're gonna go ahead and click on Add Boost. And then boom, that boost has been added to the debit card. So if I use that debit card to buy something off of DoorDash, then I'm going to get that 10% discount. So I'm not going to turn this into a how to order off of DoorDash tutorial. If you want to see that, feel free to check out a video I've done for the rideshare guide. But I'm just going to go to my recent orders. I'm going to reorder something I ordered in the past, which is the Impossible Burger. So I'm going to click on reorder. Then I'm going to click on continue. And here's a very important part. You want to make sure that whatever discount you want, you need to pay using your Cash App debit card. So I'm going to update my information so that it has the Cash App debit card information. I'm going to skip this part because I don't want y'all to see that for obvious reasons. Then I'm going to place order. And it's processing the payment right now. And bam, the payment has been successful. DoorDash has confirmed it, and it'll be at my doorstep within the hour. And you can see on the screen that the Cash App is confirming that I've gotten my 10% discount. So let's click on that notification. And I spent $25.47, and that's with the discount applied. So that's pretty awesome. Hold on, this wasn't supposed to be recording right now. So we're gonna start out by opening the Cash App up. And we're gonna click our Cash App card icon at the bottom of the screen. Keep in mind that in order to use a roundup feature, you do need a Cash App debit card. If you don't have one of those, you'll want to check this video out to find out how to get one. You want to scroll down to see where it says roundups and click on it. From here, you're going to see a few different things. You have the option to just turn roundups off by clicking the button in the top of the screen. And you can turn it back on by clicking it again. You can see your roundup transactions just by scrolling down. We're going to click on change destination, and you have three options as far as roundups go. You can round the money up to buy a particular stock, Bitcoin, or savings. We're going to briefly cover each one. Let's start with the stock. I'm going to select the stock. I'm going to select AT&T just for the heck of it. Then Cash App is asking me to confirm that I want to invest all my roundups into AT&T stock. I'm going to confirm. And boom, it's done. Now let's say if I wanted the roundups to go to savings. I'll click on savings, click turn on roundups, and boom, savings is now set as a roundup destination. Click done. And finally, we're going to cover the Bitcoin route, which is the one I'm actually going to keep on. Just click on Bitcoin and just confirm. And boom, roundups now go to Bitcoin. So if you clicked on this video, you obviously see that Cash App has come out with something called Cash App Borrow. I've seen the name fluctuate over the past few days, so if I'm getting it wrong, forgive me. The basic concept is you can basically take out a mini loan from Cash App for a determined amount, or set determined amount. Now keep in mind this is not available in every area, so if you don't see this, then there's nothing wrong. If you want to inquire as far as when it'll become available, you can always contact Cash App support, because I don't think there's a clear criteria on how you qualify for it. If that changes, I'll update this video or put it in the pinned comment. But you can check and see if you have this ability by just scrolling to the bottom of your Cash App where it normally says add cash or cash out. Just scroll to the bottom of that section and they'll say Cash App borrow. So in this video, I'm actually going to be borrowing $100 just to demonstrate how to borrow and also how to pay it back and how the whole thing works. Now, quick disclaimer, debt should be used responsibly, and this is for demonstration purposes only. I'm not saying to use this function to go into debt or do whatever. This is just a tutorial so that you know this function is here and available, but I trust that you're responsible to handle it. Like with Spider-Man, with great power comes great responsibility. So with that being said, let's move over to the phone so we can actually start the tutorial. So we're going to start off by opening the Cash App. Then we're going to click on our balance in the bottom left hand corner, and then you need to scroll all the way to the bottom and you'll see where it says borrow. We want to click on the borrow because that's what's going to take us where we need to go. Then it says borrow up to $100. And these are the details of the loan itself. Pay amount is a 5% flat fee. And for those of y'all that are wondering exactly how this works, Cash App Borrow lets you borrow money at an industry low rate. I think that's debatable, but yeah. And it's powered by Square Capital. All loans originated from First Electric Bank, and it is FDIC insured. Now there are details about borrow right here. So if you have any further questions, you can always just click on this and you can get more details. I'm only going to cover like the critical things that most people want to know. So as we see where it says borrowing fees, this is basically Cash App letting you know that they have the right to charge additional interest if you don't pay back the funds on the schedule that you set up, which we'll talk about in a minute. I think y'all kind of already knew that, but Next, we'll go into the borrow limits. So borrow limits are affected by a variety of factors, But the two factors that really matter is your credit history and how much money you spend using Cash App. Those are the two main factors that affect how much that you can borrow. Now, this part can be important for you to know, but you may be wondering, does this affect your credit? And according to Cash App, it will result in a credit inquiry, so that's something to be aware of. But truth be told, unless you're planning on buying something like within the next 3 to 6 months, inquiries don't really matter all that much. I could probably make a separate video about that. But moving on. So with all that being covered, we're gonna go ahead and click on get started. We're gonna select $100 to borrow, and then it's gonna just confirm that is this the way that you want to set this up. And it is gonna let you know some details you may be wondering, such as the date that it needs to be paid back by and how fast you'll get the funds. You'll get the funds immediately upon finishing this process. And when you click on next, this is pretty interesting. So you got 3 ways of paying this loan back. The first way is it's called as you get cash. So when you get money in the Cash App, a small amount will be set aside for your loan until it's paid off. And that can be a way that you pay the loan off. I'm not really the biggest fan of that because the amount is 10%. So if you transfer $10 to your Cash App, it will take $1 of that and contribute it towards your loan. And it's gonna always be 10%. I'd rather just go ahead and pay something off, but that's just me personally. But that is an option. The second option is gonna be to split your payment into 4 mini payments. So you take however much you would owe at the end, and it's gonna be divided by 4. So in this case, I would owe $105, and that would be split up into payments of $26.25. And the last option is to pay the full balance of however much you owe on the scheduled pay date. This is known as the pay all at once. So I'm personally going to go with the all at once option. I click on next. Review your one-time repayment schedule. This is just letting you know that it needs to be paid in full by that date since you're selecting this option. And it's also letting you know that you'll get charged that 5% flat fee. Now it's letting you know what the annual percentage rate is. It's about 63%. Now, truth be told, that is not the greatest interest rate in the world. So I do recommend not using this like that much. But compared to other quote unquote payday loans, it's smaller, but that doesn't mean it's necessarily good. So just remember the disclaimer that I gave, and use debt responsibly. But for demonstration purposes, we're gonna go ahead and click on borrow instantly. And it says you borrowed $100. Money is now available in your cash balance to spend or send. So then we're going to click on done. Okay, so we're going to go to our transactions, and we can see that it'll be time to pay off the loan that we took out from Cash App tomorrow. So we're actually going to pay it off early today. And for repayment, you could just click on the icon right there, and it has the option to pay early. Or you can scroll to the bottom here where it says, borrow. Then it's going to have the option to repay back early. We are going to choose to pay it back early. Click on repay early. Final payment is, tomorrow, but we're going to do it today. And if you wanted to pay an amount other than the full amount, you could enter that right there. We're going to go ahead and pay the full amount. And this is just confirmation. And it says you made a payment of $105. You completed all your payments. And the amount that I can borrow has returned to $100. So that in a nutshell covers how to use Cash App Borrow, or whatever they're going to end up calling it. I'm just going to say borrowing from the Cash App. That's the phrase I'm going to use. But if you have any questions or comments, or if you've used it before, you have any stories to tell, feel free to put that in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new, and hit that bell notification if you want to be notified when I drop another video. And if you're looking to master the art of personal finance, see what different streams of income look like and which one would be best for you, as well as how to budget properly, you'll want to consider getting my book, The Anatomy of Financial Success, the key to building financial confidence and destroying your insecurities about money, available on ebook, paperback, and also audiobook form. If you're interested in that, you can click on the link in the description or in the pinned comment. This is Elijah with Financial Anatomy. I will catch you later. Found value in the video? Thumbs up. Hugely appreciated. Now don't forget to get out there and take control of your financial destiny.